Greetings one and all, welcome back to my kitchen here today, where we're going to be making a bit of a journey off to the subcontinent, India specifically, where it doesn't matter where we go in India. It could be the deserts and majesty of Rajasthan, or the mountains of the Himalayas, or down to the tropics of Kerala and Goa. You'll find this particular sweet all over India, and especially at any sort of festival or wedding, but just about any restaurant you go to will have this on their menu. So it's Gulab Jamun, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that properly. My Indian friends will probably pulling their hair out as I said that, but we all know what it is. It's basically little fried donut balls in a beautiful sweet syrup. Very easy to make, and I'm going to make some now. So in my bowl here already, I've got 1 cup of powdered milk, to which I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of just plain flour. And to that I'm just going to add about half a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, and present from Mum, this little mini whisk thing, which will be handy just for mixing up those dry ingredients. And once they're mixed up, I'm going to be adding just 1 teaspoon of ghee, and that's melted ghee. Put that in a bit too. Now, actually I might get my spoon out for the rest of it. I've got here about 4 tablespoons of milk. Now I might not need all of that. I'm just going to add probably a couple to start with. And I'm also going to add at this point just a squeeze of lemon juice. Like so. So basically we're just going to mix that up until we form a dough, and if we need to add a little bit more milk to do so, well, we will. Alright, so I've just pulled that dough out of the mixing bowl there. I'm just going to put it into a little bit of a ball for now. And it's a bit sticky, but we'll just have to do the best we can. So what I'm going to do is just take little bits, just pinchfuls like so. We're going to roll those, and you might have to, I'll see how I go, might have to end up oiling my hand a bit after I do this a few times. So we're just going to roll it into perfect little balls, and what we want to try and do is get no little cracks on the outside. And that's looking good. So there's one of those, and I don't know, you can see what size they are. I'm not sure how many I'll get, so I'll get on and make the rest of those. Alrighty, I'm just going to take a bit of time now. I've made those little balls, dough balls up, so I'm just going to make a bit of a syrup here, and I'm going to make it now because I want to get it to a syrup, and then I want to let it cool slightly. So we're going to be soaking our balls in the syrup once they're cooked, but we don't want the syrup to be scalding hot, nor do we want it to be cold. We just want it to be warm, so I'm going to make it now. So I've got 1.5 cups of sugar in there. I've got the same in water, 1.5 cups. all I'm going to add to that is I've got 4 cardamom pods that I've just lightly sort of cracked with the back of a spoon, and that can go in. And that's it. We'll just let that come up to a boil and let that sugar dissolve. And we're not making it really sticky. We just want a caramel syrup, quite a runny syrup. Alrighty. So yeah, my syrup's been cooking away there for a little while now. So like I say, we're not trying to thicken it up too much. It's still quite runny, but it has thickened a bit. So what I'm going to add now is I've got a bottle of this rose water. Now be careful of this stuff, it's really strong. We just want to add a little tiny bit. So yeah, no more than probably a capful, a teaspoon, something like that, just like so. Just let us stir around, and yeah, shortly I'm going to take this off the heat, well, off a full heat, and just keep it, let it cool a little bit, but keep it warm. Alrighty guys, so I've just had some oil here, just some vegetable oil, heating up in my wok. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deep fry my dough balls. Now normally when I deep fry things in this kitchen, I get the old gas cooker out so I can ramp up the heat a bit. But in this case, my crappy old stovetop's going to be hot enough because I don't want a really hot temperature. I just want a low to medium temperature for this one. So yeah, let's just drop them in. Actually I might utilise my slotted spoon. Just put in a few at a time. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I've taken off my little donutty part of the Gulab Jamun, and I've got my syrup here, so that's still warm but it's not boiling hot. And similarly with my little donuts here, I've just let them cool down a bit, but they're still a little bit warm. So the idea is now we're going to put these in the syrup and just let them soak for a good couple of hours, probably about 3 hours. So well, we'll just drop them in. And I'll give them a little bit of a stir around to start with, and then obviously every half an hour or so I'm going to come and just give them a little turn. Try and get as much of that syrup soaking into the Gulab Jamun as possible. Alrighty guys, so yeah, my Gulab Jamun has been soaking in that syrup there for about 3 hours, as I said. It's looking good. I guess the only thing left to do now is to try it. and I'll just get a nice spoonful of it. Breaking open nicely. So as I sort of alluded to, it's a bit like I guess an Indian version of a donut. Like, see if we can focus in on the inside of it. So it's nicely cooked through. It's got a nice golden, yummy crust on the outside, and as you can see there, the syrup has soaked right into it. And man, I'm looking forward to this. Right, gonna have a bit of taste. Oh, yum. That just takes me right back to India, right back to all those places I was talking about at the start of the video. It is just yummy, and man, it doesn't get much better actually, and it's not difficult. I did have some conversations with some of my friends here in Australia who were of Indian descent to get some hints on making this, and they sort of said, why would you make them? You just go to a Indian shop and you can buy them frozen, you heat them up. Well, I don't know, I haven't tried the frozen ones, but I'm pretty well sure they're not going to be as good as those. I could be wrong. Like I say, I haven't tried them, so I can't say for sure. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it. If you've subscribed to the channel already, I appreciate that too. Yeah, I do appreciate it. It's great. If you haven't subscribed yet, can I just ask that you hit that subscribe button? Doesn't cost anything. Jump on board with me here. Yeah, got lots more ideas, lots more videos to come up. If you hit that ding-a-ling bell thing, if you subscribe, you'll get notified when new videos come up. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all for the next one. Alright guys, see ya.